All right. Welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna go straight to the program. Before then, make sure you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. So we are going to go through this write-up we are seeing on your screen because American government have decided to move to step two. Remember, they just put Nigeria as a country of special concern based on the genocide going on against Christians in Nigeria. And that news, a lot of people don't like it. When you hear a lot of people, I'm talking about the Muslim Northerners, and that is a thing of concern. Although someone like me already know that Nigerian is not something, the structure and everything is questionable. There's no country that has what Nigeria have and survive. What do I mean by that? The different religion, different culture, diversity in many things. You can't build a country with like that. But some people are living in denial. They want to create something that even the white people couldn't manage. They want to manage it. I don't want to deviate from the topic of this video. Let's go straight to the point. So, Donald Trump threatens military action in Nigeria over Christian persecution claims. I don't like when they say claims because the truth of the matter, like I've told you, there's genocide going on in Nigeria and it did not start today. Even the current president of Nigeria himself, at some point in time, said the same thing. And look, many of them now kicking against this and complaining have some time in the past recognized there's Christian genocide going on. So what has changed? The only thing that changed is that they see it now that Tinubu is one in power and therefore everybody should lie. Now the date of the publication is November 1st, 2025. So we're gonna go through the write-up one by one. Abuja, Nigeria. US President Donald Trump on Saturday said he is ordering the Pentagon to begin planning for potential military action in Nigeria as he stepped up his allegations. As he stepped up as his you know why I pause reading this? What do you mean his allegation? I don't understand. He's not actually making this up. Why is it that people are they don't know how to say the truth? Anyway, I'm reading this from a news platform though. Maybe they're trying to safeguard their own shame. I don't know. Maybe it's owned by another Muslim platform. I don't know. People should just put religion aside and say the truth. There's a good Muslim. I have been with a good Muslim. I'm not telling you that Muslim, all of them are terrorists. I'm not here to tell you that. The same way we have bad people as a Christian, of course you have bad people as a Muslim. The only thing is that they seem to be more they're easily, they're very, very easy to be radicalized, and some of them are very violent and commit a lot of crime in name of worshiping their God. So that's the only issue. So he says Pentagon to begin plan for potential military action in Nigeria as he stepped up his allegation that the government is failing to rein in the persecution of Christians in the West Africa country. The president also warned that he will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria if the Nigerian government continue to allow the killing of Christians. The USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns ablazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. Trump posted on social media, I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action if we attack. It will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist talks attack our cherished Christians. Hmm. He continued, the warning came after Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu earlier on Saturday pushed back on Trump announcing a day earlier that he was designating the West African country, that's Nigeria. I don't know what this platform people calling West Africa. I can bet you that the owner of this the write-up is know nothing about Nigeria. He just based his write-up, he based his write-up on maybe street information. I don't understand, but I'm reading this because it has to do with what Trump said. But other things, the way they chose not to mention Nigerian or genocide and trying to distance themselves as if they cannot even carry out their own research to validate what is going on. I'm telling you, the current president of Nigeria have at some point in time, not now, when he was not president, made such publication that there's a genocide in the country. At the end of this write-up, I will try my best to present to you that screenshot from current Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where he admitted there was genocide going on during the time of Jonathan, let alone what is going on now that's quite brutal and very, very, visible for anyone to see. It's also a thing of secret. All right. So let's not just use that kind of pretense. A country of particular that he designated Nigerian as a country of particular concern for allegedly failing to rein in the persecution of Christians. In a social media statement on Saturday, Tinubu said that the characterization of Nigeria as a religiously tolerant country does not, as a religiously intolerant country, does not reflect the national reality. We all know that this is just they are not doing anything. They have done nothing, and every equipment that Nigerian soldiers has ended up in these people's hands. Religious freedom and tolerance has been a core tenet of our collective identity. It's a lie, and it shall always remain so. No, 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 no. There's something like that. Even you, when you are campaigning as a president, you deliberately chose another Muslim country, a man that's people have rumored that he is he's one of those that started Boko Haram. It is on record. His voice note leaked where he was bragging on how to target Igbo race to destroy them economically. The audio is here. I have it on my system. So this, and he picked him as running mate. Today he's president, and that same man is vice president. We all know that when Boko Haram started, it started in the north. One of the states that Boko Haram started, in fact, the state that Boko Haram started attacking for the first time, where the whole thing generated, this current vice president happened to be the governor of that state at that point in time. Let's continue. Tinubu said, Nigerian opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. Nigerian opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. I mean, what you see? Okay, let me say this. Not only, the focus now is on Christians genocide. People are not paying attention on what is going on even in Southeast, in Biafra land, because despite all the killings and all the genocide going on in the north, guess where Nigerian military chose to practice or exercise their strength? In Southeast, by conducting Operation Python Dance, Crocodile Smile, that ended up swallowing lives of Biafran youth. And you want to tell us that you are not encouraging this youth? The truth is that everybody know many people, even non-Nigerians that care to say the truth, they actually know the truth. So Tinubu said Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. Nigeria is a country with constitutional guarantees to protect citizens of all faith. That is on paper. Truly, you have it on paper, to be honest, but practically, no, it's not there. Trump on Friday said Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria, which all of us can see. They are facing an existential threat in Nigeria, and radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. Trump's comment came week after U.S. Net and Cruz urged Congress to designate Africa, designate Nigeria. These people are just, I find it funny when they designate Africa. This is not Africa. Okay, now I get it. Designate Africa's most populous country. Okay, now it's okay, as a violator of religious freedom with claim of Christian mass murder. It's not claim, the video clip is everywhere. What are you saying? Why are you saying claim here? Nigerian population of 220 million is split almost equal between Christian and Muslim. The country has long faced insecurity from various fronts, including the Boko Haram extremist group, which seems to establish its radical interpretation of Islamic law and has also targeted Muslims, is the Muslim it deems not Muslim enough. Like Muslim, they felt that they are not Muslim enough. They target them as well. That is true. That one is true. And Boko Haram operation, in Nigerian system, in Nigeria as a country today, more than nine, if not 10 terrorist different groups with different motive and different operation. They don't attack each other. This is just in case if you are coming for this one, the other one is there, that kind of thing. And the only way Nigerians actually need external help, and glory be to God, America is here. Attacks in Nigerian have varying motives. They are religiously motivated, once targeting both Christian and Muslim, clashes between farmers and herders over dwelling resources, communal rivalry, secessionist groups secessionist group, and ethnic clashes. A lot of things a lot is going on in Nigeria. Yes, we know the issue of secessionists has to do with different freedom, and that has lingered for years. Anybody that knows Nigerian history know that Nigeria have fought civil war, and that one is on its own is still existing. And this genocide they're talking about in the north is just a starting point. They are moving into other parts of Nigeria. But reason why people need to talk is because if you keep quiet, of course, it's going to start knocking at your door. If your door has not been knocked, because they are moving rapidly to different states. 2 days ago, a new organized Al-Qaeda affiliated terrorist group has also emerged and carried out the first attack in Nigeria, in Kwara State, where that ended up claiming a life of one Nigerian soldier like that. So this is what is going to happen, and if care is not taken, it's going to affect everybody. Now, why Christians are among those targeted? Analysts say the majority of the victims of armed group are Muslims. Majority of victims of armed group are Muslims in Nigeria. Muslim majority north, where most attack occurred. What do you mean by majority of the victims of the armed group are Muslims? It is not true. The majority is not Muslims, it's Christians. It's Christians. But the Muslims are trying to push the narrative that they are the one that they are also facing the fact they receive more attack from terrorists than anybody else. This is a lie from Peter of Hell. And anybody saying that is actually one of the sympathizers of the terrorists, or maybe financier. That's why I categorize it. So KBB, Ebenifas, a spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, reiterated the commitment of Nigeria to protect citizens over all religion. Citizens of all religion, no. Reiterated the commitment of Nigeria to protect citizens of all religion, no. There's no protection from Nigerian government. In fact, the recent news, people from Benue, where this attack has happened for ages now, and the people from Kwara State in Yoruba land, the news has it that the videos of the victims, they said that a few days or a day before Fulani attack communities, Nigerian Army, Nigerian DSS will go to communities to search communities and houses of people to collect any weapon in their position to defend themselves. After collecting it, then terrorists will not hit them And when terrorism comes, they have nothing to push back, meaning that it's a state attack. And the one of the Nigerian ex-president, General Sani Abacha, made one of his famous statement is that any insurgent like this, when insurgents, any insurgent that lasts more than 24 hours, that governments are the one behind it. We cannot count how many 24 hours Nigerian insecurity terrorists has lasted. You can count back then in 2012, or if I'm not mistaken, till now. That's tell you all you need to know. The federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens, irrespective of race. These guys are very funny. They are very good on paper, very, very good on paper. Irrespective of their race and creed or religion, Ebenifa says is in a statement on Saturday, like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our strength, that is our greatest strength. No, this is another lie they lie to black people. These are how they deceive us. If not that, people have decided to study where their problem is coming from. There is nothing like greatest strength in diversity. Diversity is the main weakness of the most weak. Like, well, how will I put it? This is the weakest part of Nigeria is diversity. That's the major problem. America we are talking about are not actually diversified like you are trying to make it look like. America is a country built under one religion, one faith. All right. The culture is one. They focus their culture in one thing. That does not mean that they don't accommodate other religion or other faith. They do, but the foundation of the system is based on Christianity and Judaism. And these two religions have, as the similarity is very clear, they don't have any much contradiction. No one is, you understand, but basically Christianity. And Muslims are there, but they have to sworn allegiance to the foundation of the country. If you go to Arab country, a country like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, all right, all these Muslim countries, they build a country. The foundation is based on Islam, and the culture, everything is there. They don't have different faith, different religion, different language. What everything in Nigeria actually is what it cannot make any country to survive, not even only Nigeria. And there's no country in this whole wide world that is like Nigeria. A country like Malaysia has a lot of how many religion? Buddhism, Judaism, no, Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, and Muslim. Four. But the country is built on Muslim. So other religions are just being accommodated, like they are just accommodate. But in Nigeria, what religion? The principle of Nigeria is based on what? Nothing. With different language, just like Malaysia do, but you have to stand on one thing. But Fulanis and Muslims are trying to force their religion on people, and nobody have bowed down to this. So that's the problem. So the conflict is always there. The easiest way to stop this terrorism is not actually this. I think I don't love what Americans are doing, but that's not the final solution. The final solution is disintegration of the entity. Let them go and practice their Sharia law on their own people. That's all. Without it, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Nigeria was placed on the country of particular concern list by the US for the first time in 2020 over what the State Department called systematic violation of religious freedom. The designation, which did not single out attack on Christians, was lifted in 2023 in what observers saw as a way to improve ties between the countries ahead of then Secretary of State Anthony Blinken visit. Democrats use that to destroy everything. So this is the end of the write-up, and I just want to Tell me what you think about everything. But before then, I promise you that I'm going to bring to you, you know, some of the screenshots, if not all. In fact, let me try my best and present, even if it's one, especially from um, current president of Nigeria, who happened to be Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let us know. Let me see if I can get it done. So you see his post where he admitted that Christians are facing this issue. You can see on your screen. This is current president of Nigeria back then in 2014. He said the slaughtering of Christians worshippers is strongly condemnable. It calls to question the competency of Jonathan to protect Nigerians. When you go to the comment section, you see Yoruba today. Many of them that are insulting American president and saying all manner of nonsensical things against this decision that the Americans have decided to make to protect life of Christians in Nigeria going through genocide. Some of them in this comment, if you go there, you see them demanding that Jonathan should be impeached based on his inability to protect life and properties as of then. And what was happening then is just a child play to compare what people are witnessing now. But what an irony. The same people are now telling you that it is a taboo to condemn Nigerians for not being able to protect Christianity under their own brothers' regime. Likewise, thousands and millions of Muslims are saying the same thing. And that is why I said I am in shock, because that simply means that most of these people you see them moving, around, working, doing their businesses and moving from place to place. You interact with them in the morning, and at night they're having meetings to terrorize other people. It is shocking. Look at the date when he made this post. You can see it here, 29th of January, 29th January 2014. That was when he made this post. And he led the protest that that made sure that Jonathan, was kicked out. One of the protests that kicked Jonathan out and destroyed his government and all that, under Obama as the American president. Today, the whole thing have multiplied times 100, and they are claiming that people shouldn't talk. Please, I'm going to end it here. Let me know your take on this. I would like to hear from you. God bless you. Take care of yourself, and make sure you like the video. Your comment is very, very important. See you again, and bye-bye for now. God bless you.